the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jamal Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, December 21st. I'm glad that date's on there. Would have forgotten. Welcome into another show. I don't. What do you think people are expecting right now? Is it hype about recruiting, or are we all just going to be really angry about that basketball game? Because I know where I stand.
Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about the basketball game. Well, I guess we're talking about it now, but we're in the show. We're going to talk about it last, and I think that's a good thing. I get to come down a little bit.
I think we should almost not. I'm not saying forego it tonight, but whatever we talk about here, wash it away. Just leave it be. It's almost Christmas. Don't end. We have one more. Do we have one more game before the New Year? Is that it? We have one more, I think.
Yeah, I think we have one more next week. I think it's after Christmas.
Okay, so almost the last game of the year. Just forget about it. We're obviously doing this one live and in person. If you're an OG, More Important Issuer, this isn't new to you, but it's new to a lot of people. This is a different look than most people are used to.
It's a little different. We got our good friend Lil Deucey over here.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
AKA Deuce, AKA AT, AKA
Iceman, baby.
I don't forget that one.
Yeah.
I know it's an obscure question, but how old are you?
27.
27?
Yep.
Is this your first time?
First time. First time, baby.
We're excited. Deuce watched the game over here with us. We're working on maybe some new content. We're glad he joined. He's probably the most entertaining out of the bunch. So we'll. I don't mean
to agree with that.
I don't mean to like put you on. Don't feel like you have to entertain. You're funnier than me. So
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're quick-witted.
Shout out to my dad.
Yeah, for another reason too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. we won't put those out.
It's all love.
Nah. But yeah, we're gonna get into this. It is weird that we've, I guess, kind of concluded this football season. I feel like we've said that a million times.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about next year's team. I know we still have Iowa. I'm still excited for it. We did talk about this earlier today. The 1 p.m. kickoff kind of mellowed my mood for that, but whatever. We're talking about next year's team, and I guess that's the way it goes now. When you don't win championships, you just move on to next year. There's always next year.
Yeah. So I have a weird TikTok like algorithm. But I got on this guy who like does NCAA like Road to Glories and like different dynasties and stuff like that. Well, he's doing one now where it's like he only plays defense and special teams, and he's doing it with Iowa, and he just won the national championship. So I'm like, that sucks. They're going to be good on defense. It has nothing to do with the current team, but they do have – it is the updated rosters. So
is it this year, just out of curiosity, or was that a last year thing?
It's this year.
Or not last year. Okay. I didn't know if he was 14 years into the future.
No. This is like his first year doing it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, signing day. What happened with that one kid? Before we talk Tennessee, there was classic college football conspiracy. I don't know if y'all saw it. Can't remember who it was now. They said, I don't think he signed, not alone did he not sign his name. He didn't even sign the paper. And then there was speculation maybe that he was in Miami with Mario Cristobal.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be
I saw
real.
that on Twitter today. I don't know.
The resolution was?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
The pen didn't look like it touched paper, though. He zoomed
He
in.
definitely didn't sign that. I don't know if you saw the video.
Mhm.
He did not sign that.
But it is weird because, like, technically, you could have signed that whenever. Like, that paper doesn't have to be his national letter of intent.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, he could. Yeah, it could have been a blank piece of paper.
Yeah, so who knows?
Could have been his tax returns.
And then, like,
Mm.
and then some kids, they sign like all this they sign like financial aid agreement with like 4 different schools, and then they just show up on campus at one of those schools. So, like, technically, it doesn't matter.
Nothing really matters anymore.
Yeah.
That sounds dark, but
I feel like you can't. Ohio State couldn't claim him as a signee if he hasn't signed yet, though.
surely not. It'd be awesome.
That's false advertisement.
Yeah. Would Colorado, is that too fresh? Would Colorado claim them before?
I think Colorado they signed like what 5 high school players yesterday. 5.
That's it.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah. And
It's essentially an NFL team at this point.
I mean, it is. Yeah, that's insane.
Not quality of play, just
No.
Right.
I'm with you. That's
it was going to be 6, but their 5-star did not sign either. So 5.
my favorite part about this. I think we talked about it when he committed and signed and all that. Not only, I mean, I said it, but this is not a guarantee he ends up in Colorado.
Yeah.
Like there's still several weeks until early national signing day. He doesn't have to sign then. But after the statement he made on national television, he has to play for a black coach, right?
Has to.
Well, and that's why Maryland did get a crystal ball.
Right.
So I guess
Right.
he is technically,
He's still in the running.
yeah, he's still
Okay.
like telling the truth, I guess. But
It's hilarious. It's just that's so a lot of people that talk about how NIL and transfer portal are ruining college football. But there's things I dislike about it. My favorite part is the wildness that still occurs, and it's gotten wilder.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
love that.
I did like ours that it was just very stress free.
It was weird.
easy, no flips. There was no hat placement science that we were trying to decipher as a kid was about to commit or sign. So I thought it was nice. I would love to have some surprises go our way, but no flips
Mhm.
went against us. So I think all in all, pretty good day.
You might not be gambling enough though. Like if you walk away from the casino just going, hey, we're even. I don't know if you even had fun.
Nope.
I feel like you're up a little bit. You almost
Okay, that's fair. You could have put that money into a high yield savings account and it would have gotten the same. So why'd you come to Vegas kind of deal?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
paid for your trip.
Yeah. You paid for a couple hours of fun at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I support that. I know we've talked about hat conspiracies, Deuce. I don't know if like we together have talked about it, but Landon and I on the show. You look at a hat table, let's just say the 3 classics. Let's throw a 4th one in there. Actually, you got your dad cap, probably bought at like a Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yep.
This is a big dad gap guy.
He is.
Oh, dude, straight dad hats. Always.
Yeah. They're good looks. I wish I could. I think my face is a weird shape for him.
See, with the big like set on your head hat, it
Mhm.
just makes my head look huge.
Yeah, that's tough.
And, yeah, it's
You
just
don't want that.
No.
But you rock those.
What?
The
Yeah, those are my hats. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I've got another beautiful University Traditions one I got to take home with me. But so you got that one. You got let's say the flat bill, like picked up from the place in the mall, lids.
Yeah.
Then you've got maybe a baseball cap or just a flat bill that's been broken in.
Okay.
They've maybe put it on per se. And then they got it at the gas station. They got it at buy low on their way to signing. Which one's getting picked up?
Dude, I'm going dad hat.
That for you, but if you were looking at a kid, you're like, all right, where's he signing? Which one's getting picked up?
Flat bill.
You think just a straight flat bill?
I think so.
Okay, I always look for a little bit of bend, like enough where
like
you,
they
it looks
tried it
like,
on.
it looks like they put it on and
Okay.
maybe brought it in. That's what I look for.
see
Too much bend, probably a gas, Dick's Sporting Goods hat, gas station hat, maybe.
But
You can do like you can eliminate teams based off the hat.
Yeah.
I don't think you can pinpoint exactly which one, maybe, but you can maybe put it down to 1 or 2.
I think you're right in that it's not down to an exact science, but I would bet I predicted pretty decently well.
Okay.
You're right. I'm not hitting 100%. You're absolutely right about that.
Your crystal ball percentage is up there.
Yeah, I mean, they're like on threes called me nonstop trying to get me to come over there to that side.
Majority of these guys though look like they never wore hats before. Like they've never wore a hat before in their life.
Yeah.
And
Well, a lot of them don't fit.
Yeah, they need to go to snapbacks or something so they can at least put it on for a
just keep
picture.
that thing open.
Yeah, I love National Signing Day. I hate that it doesn't feel right in December. There's too much going on right now. We talked about it. It's almost Christmas.
There's too much going on.
Too much.
Too much.
You have college. There's I love it. I'm not mad. This is going to sound like I'm mad. There's way too much sports on right now.
I agree.
It's hard to keep up.
Well, you guys were talking about it, I think, on Sunday. When did all these like random little college basketball tournaments start happening?
I have no idea.
Because I was sitting there and I'm like, I do not remember any of these. Like
Yeah.
you always have the ones around Thanksgiving and, random ones here and there. But like every single game this weekend was at a neutral site.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
Well, and I kind of forgot about
what
the
it is.
SEC, which we've had the SEC Big 12 challenge for a while. And then this is the first year of the SEC ACC challenge, which wasn't a tournament. They didn't all play at the same site, but still like a random.
It's different.
Yeah. I love it. I'm not complaining at all.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like that was an opening. That was good.
Yeah.
That shout out Deuce. One time and he kills the opening.
Yeah, we're gonna have to boost his pay a little bit.
Yeah, he's like a seasoned vet.
Dude, I'm worth a lot. Dude.
I may have to step away to get that. I'm an idiot.
I forgot about it.
I did. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Before I step away or we figure this out, I want to tell you guys about something. I'm really excited that we are starting. We're about to get into the show. I promise. Bear with us. Really, really excited for this next group of partners that we get to work with here. It is Grade A Coffee. I know you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. You've seen it. You love it. If you haven't loved it yet, it's time. Grade A Coffee is a local coffee company. They're local to Johnson City, Tennessee, but I'm an East Tennessee guy. I think like a lot of us, I love Johnson City, love Chattanooga, East Tennessee. It's where it's at. Billy and Kurt, they're two local teachers in Johnson City. They have a passion, not just for community, for schools, for students, but also for coffee. So they've started this coffee company that not only highlights a bunch of their passions, but also gives back to the Coalition for Kids. Every bag bought goes to, or proceeds from those bags go to Coalition for Kids. So make sure you guys go check them out. Also, another cool thing they have, students they make the designs for the bags. So you're getting students from, I think it's just from Johnson City, maybe some other parts. I think you even have the UT from the kid, I think in Florida a few years ago on one of these. So using student logos for their designs, the ones you're looking at right here, you're going to have to hop on this quick, guys. It's the Volsicle. It's a flavor that they've got only going through December. The end of December. You can get it now though. Go get the Volsicle. Use code GOVOLS. That lets them know More Important Issues sent you. Very excited to partner with Grade A Coffee or Grade A Grounds. Grade A Grounds. Very excited to partner with them. Mine and Landon's bags are on the way. I love it. I love a good Folgers medium roast, but I'm ready to get into some Grade A Grounds.
Yeah, I'm not really a coffee guy, but maybe I will be.
I think you'll like the Volsicle.
I just needed the right flavor.
I think you'll like the Volsicle. I'm confident.
I'm fired up for it.
Was that a drawing of Smokey Howling?
Let's get that back up one more time.
Like, did someone draw that?
A student.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's awesome. Make sure you guys go check them out. We're excited for a lot of things coming in the future with them. You guys know us. We're early tailgaters. So maybe we'll be busting out some Grade A Grounds here soon.
Exactly. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. There we go.
Just a little warm on the hands too, like in the wintertime.
Exactly.
Ew.
Head over to, I didn't even give you guys their website. Oh my gosh. It's just great. It's just gradeagrounds.com. Use code GOVOLS. Go get the Volsicle before January 1st before the Vols take the field next.
Yeet.
All right. Where do we even start? You tell me.
Signing day. Like I said, it was uneventful, except for the very first part of it. As soon as we woke up, we got a transfer commit, end up signing that same day. Oregon State cornerback Jermod McCoy.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
good.
Just trying to Get some stuff worked here.
Jermod McCoy. And, man, I'm pumped for him. He was a true freshman at Oregon State, had a bunch of pass deflections, I think 31 tackles, 2 interceptions. And, I know people are like, oh, well, he didn't have that many tackles. Well, that's probably a good thing. Your defensive back doesn't have a lot of tackles. And, he had a pretty good grade in a conference with tons of wide receivers, tons of quarterbacks, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams. So I'm pumped for that kid. He was rated the number 7 cornerback, I think, in the portal, and took his official visit. He said he loved what Martinez has done, getting guys in the league. And, I know a lot of people don't love Willie Martinez, and maybe rightfully so at times, but he lands a transfer at a position of need, and, one of the best in the portal. And then today, breaking news, right before the game started tonight, you land wide receiver Chris Brazzell at Tulane.
Big time.
Not confused with the website, Brazzell.
Ew. Never heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. When I walked in here, it looked like y'all were filming something with Brad. So.
Or, those little, things, it looks like stuff you'd put in, a bathtub, but it's like gum. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
Brazzers. Is it Brazzers?
That's just you just named the.
No, that's not.
Oh, it's gum? You get it from Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, what is that?
Razzles.
Razzles, yeah.
It tastes like you're eating chalk, but it turns into bubble gum?
Yeah. Yeah, Razzles. Sorry, I was just saying that.
Yeah, it's like a Flintstone bottom, and then it turns into bubble gum.
Yeah. And then the flavor lasts for 2 seconds?
Oh, yeah, it's like, what was that, zebra stripes?
Yeah. Yeah, same thing.
That's 5 seconds of your life.
Yeah, Chris Brazzell, freshman All-American at Tulane, 6'3" receiver. So definitely somebody that, a position of need, number one. You just didn't have enough bodies at that outside receiver this year, so needed to add somebody. You've added 2 guys, that I've just mentioned with multiple years of eligibility left. And I think that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
Not just rent a guy for a season like the Wake Forest coach said about Sam Harton going to Notre Dame. You rent these guys for a couple of years. You get your money's worth.
Yeah, Kiffin's doing the one and done. I mean, goodness gracious.
Were you scared of mentioning Kiffin? You got some flack for that on a tweet. I didn't know if you were staying away from it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, I'm new here, dude. Whatever you want me to go hard on, let me know.
These are muscle.
Yeah.
Do it. No, it's I would like to see us address I'd like to see us address some positions of needs, which I don't know what'll come because it's not over, which is weird. It feels like it should be. But I think those are massive.
Yeah, I mean, in the 2 positions that everyone was like, we have got to get better at, and you get 2 big guys, it's huge.
And,
yeah,
well, one of them you literally just need warm bodies at this point.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So I think in the transfer portal so far, you look at this class all the way around. You've addressed about every need I think you possibly could. You missed out on some. So I think this class, overall, it's a really good class. There was probably some missed opportunities in there. I think it's really good, not great. And I think you had a chance to be great, and you just missed out on some. And I think it's not really missing out. I just think that there's a lack, there's a lot of indecisiveness that goes on with Tennessee in recruiting.
Yeah, I mean, don't you just feel like we could go offer and get anybody we want? I mean, basically, to an extent.
I mean, it depends on who you're probably fighting for.
True.
But money wise, I'm not worrying about money.
Yeah.
Well, so are you asking if that's our feeling in terms of our heart, or just
just
reality?
Just in general. We are up there as a school that can dish out money and, I mean, at least have a chance at whoever we
Sure.
So I think that's the frustrating part for me, is that Tennessee, because of the brand, because of money, because of last year's success added into that, you're almost promised to be in some of the top players in the country's top 5, top 3.
Right.
And sometimes top 10 and top 15, depending on how much they love getting retweets. but because of just the lack of success, the closes, it's almost, I don't know if we would be as pissed about some misses if the brand wasn't what it was. Because sometimes it just, I hate, like some people are going to see me as negative. Some people are going to see me as reality. I'm just living in reality, but we're just not the programs that other people are. And whether it's, and we talked, I made the joke earlier, Ohio State was good for 15 years until Michigan got good again. But that's the reality of some of the situations. Not that they're weren't a good football teams at time, isn't a great football program. But I just feel as if we're always going to be in the mix. Right. It's not necessarily with everyone, but a lot of the top players. And you just haven't had enough success yet to hit on a high rate with them. And I kind of wonder too if this underwhelming class, it kind of feels like the season, right? You're like, oh, you hit a lot of position needs. It's a good class. I'm pleased, but it's a little underwhelming. Kind of feels like the season, which I guess makes sense. It should track about the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's better than an 8-4 season.
Okay, that's probably fair, but yeah, that's probably fair.
And you hit on basically like whatever you kind of went after, like that position. Yeah, you're not going to get everybody. Let's just go ahead and mention that you're not going to get everybody.
That's an absurd thing to say. But go on.
But I think you won battles against Georgia and Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson. Like those are the teams you've been chasing.
Yeah.
And currently still chasing the majority of those, even though I think we definitely caught Clemson. We beat them last year in a story.
We beat Alabama last year.
Yeah, we got to do it consistently. We play them every year. We don't play Clemson every year, so we just get that one and never have to play them for a long time.
I mean, how much better do you feel about the Alabama or about catching up with them if you don't blow that game like you did? Like, imagine losing that game by 7 if you're playing, score for score the whole time, or maybe even you're playing from behind, you lose by 7. You feel a whole lot differently in that game in Tuscaloosa.
Okay, that's a good point. Florida State, you should hate Tennessee because we're the reason
100%
in the playoff.
100%. That's not been brought up enough. That's a great point.
Yeah. No, I do think it is a really good class. You landed 2 5-stars in this class. Edge rusher, wide receiver, positions in need. You got a quarterback who will probably, him or Gaston Moore is going to be your backup, which is insane for a true freshman quarterback to be like your backup, to be one play away from.
You think insane?
Well, I guess Nico was kind of that same thing too.
And he's a 4-star quarterback. This is,
but it's a redshirt freshman and then a freshman.
Yeah,
is your 2
scholarship
quarterbacks.
That is pretty crazy. At this, I think the NCAA should do the right thing and give Tennessee a scholarship back with you can have the caveat, I will allow it, that Gaston Moore has to be that scholarship player.
Yeah, I mean if he's a backup,
I think depending on when it happens in the season, if worst case scenario Nico went down, I would especially right now. Yeah. Gaston Moore's playing.
Yeah. Which is like maybe you give him an NIL deal.
Just to keep him around just in case.
Instead of a scholarship.
Should we sign him?
We should, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Gaston Moore, if you just want to reach out to our people, we will get you set up and we will do an ad read for you every week.
We've got money.
Yeah,
we kind of already do. Actually,
have you ever heard of Iguani Farms?
Yeah, I see you at the farm all the time. So,
oh, really?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a farmer.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Him and Janzik.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just getting a little QB.
Dude, I don't know if they've got a good swing or not, but they're out there grinding. So, I act like I don't know you, but I see you. I did the same thing with Grant Williams.
Yeah, can we start calling because you don't have members, but people who go there, like me and Lana are farmers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
I kind of like
Guan farmers.
Guan farmers, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, good class. I love how we just.
What are you most excited? Like, who are you looking at that this class is a success in my mind because of this person?
I think Mike Matthews was a huge.
That's probably
huge get.
Which how long has he been committed?
Summer.
Was it summer?
We were playing golf when he committed.
Okay. Yeah.
We were watching.
Yeah, so June, I guess.
Yeah, it'd have been summer. Yeah.
Wow.
For some reason, I was thinking he was close to. For some reason, I was thinking not this time last year, but maybe after the bowl game. For some reason, I don't know.
But yeah, he's dead hard
That's still a long time for at this. I mean, We just had a guy commit to Colorado 3 weeks ago. If that was that even 3 weeks ago?
No way.
Week and a half ago.
No, yeah.
Oh, it was a TikTok of a commit
Yeah. So
before
I
they
think
got to
Mike
2-minute videos or
Matthews,
whatever.
also Boo Carter. I mean, just an in-state kid and just a freak.
And I think him too. Yes, Mr. Football and the top classification. He also, and I don't have a problem with kid use your visits, take the free trips, but the fact that he's going to somewhere like Colorado who had a ton of momentum and who has a guy like Dion coaching them, and there's a lot of attraction to. There's a lot of reasons not to go there, but there's a lot of attraction there, and I think for good reason. So I think that's intimidating in terms of, are we going to hang on to this guy? So to get him not only signed, he's now on campus practicing. I think that can't be understated.
Yeah, I heard him practicing pretty well too. So
Bowl game?
yeah, honestly, he would probably play in the bowl game.
You think so?
In the secondary.
Oh yeah. I forget because he's such a freak athlete. I forget we're playing him on the defense side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, play him wherever he wants to would be my thing.
Yeah. Do we see D. Williams in the bowl? We have to, right?
Oh, dude, you have to, because you have the Ray Guy winner punting you the football. You have to want to return those punts.
But I'm talking about on defense. I know I know he went to offense at some point, but doesn't he kind of have to play defense now? Required.
I don't know. I don't know where you play. I don't think Tennessee knows where to play him.
But I'm just talking about body wise. Like, he's one of the few corners left on the roster. He was listed as defensive back at one point in his career.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
I wouldn't.
Maybe that's not the plan, but if we have any more injuries at receiver or in the secondary, he's going in.
Yeah.
So who are you guys excited for? I mentioned 2. Is there any more that y'all want to kind of point out?
I don't know if there's any. Mike Matthews is probably, I'm with you. Not only top signee of this class, but also who I'm probably, he's a 5-star.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not? And then his Boo Carter's highlight tape, by the way.
Oh, top notch.
Nasty.
But yeah, Mike Evans.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. We got him too. Damn.
Dude, I'm telling you. But no, I'm excited for him. It's just, hope he turns into a stud. That's what we missed this year. I mean, you had Brew for a while, and he only, he does so much. But I mean, you really missed him when he was out. But I mean, you see what Hyatt did in this offense. Why wouldn't you want to come in to an offense like this? So,
yeah.
I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens.
I'm
Caleb Beasley, by the way, too.
Oh yeah.
It feels like
he's already made plays on ESPN, so
it feels like too we've been waiting on him for a long time. And it might be because I don't know. It just feels like we've been waiting for him a long time.
Yeah.
So that might be part of it.
Let's get to that whole Lipscomb Academy group.
Yeah.
I
forgot he's at Lipscomb. So he didn't get to play in the postseason.
No, he didn't. Him or Edwin Spillman.
And they all want to blame the TLSAA, and I hate the TLSAA. I'll do it too. But let's remember that adults really wanted to win a high school football game, and that's why it happened.
Braylon Staley is another one. I'm a wide receiver at heart, so any wide receiver I'm in. But just going to get one of the best wide receivers, the best wide receiver in the state of South Carolina. Done that before. It turned out pretty well for us, so I'm in.
Was Jalen? I mean, I guess South Carolina, they're so cyclical. Was he one of the top in the state?
Yeah,
the top in the state.
He was either one or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I realized
depending
that.
on what on 3 or Rivals or 247, depending on which one you're looking at.
Yeah, and he's number 83 probably on ESPN.
Yeah, probably.
Shout out to Will Muschamp for not even recruiting him.
Also, his son,
Will Muschamp's son. Okay, yeah. He's
going to Vanderbilt.
Oh, really? I don't think I realized that.
So Muschamp, where's he at?
Did they win or lose the state championship to McCoy?
McCauley won.
How awesome! Did you all see the pictures of that game?
Yeah.
Videos from that game.
Mm-mm.
So they're both Chattanooga boarding schools. McCauley and Baylor's a huge rivalry already. They played in the state championship in Chattanooga at Finley. I can't remember how many that stadium holds, like 16,000, 17,000. Completely full.
Wow.
It was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was a cool scene.
We have another one from that rivalry too. Carson Gentle.
Yeah.
Also,
as much as I'll bash recruiting in high school, the best of them, which boarding schools especially, but private schools can recruit. They can offer financial aid for athletics. I think if you're a private school, I mean, whatever. I have a different views on private schools. Baylor and McCoy they brought in some good talent to the state of Tennessee recently, and I'm not complaining.
yeah,
They've helped keep some guys, bring some guys in.
It's a feeder program.
Yeah. In fact, which probably a sour taste now, but at the time, another boarding school in Chattanooga, Hamilton Heights, Uroš Plavšić was his original. Yeah, that was his original welcome to America. What
do you think he's doing right now,
dude? Anybody that averages 7 points and is 7 foot tall in high school, you're not a very good basketball player.
I know what you wanted to say.
But he's playing like what 6'3" next to him.
Oh, dude. But I mean, I'll give him credit. He's got a dog at heart. And that's probably what people said to me when I was on the basketball court. Like, this guy sucks, but he's mad as hell. So that's kind of what I went for.
Do you think you hit anybody as hard as he hit some of those Duke players, though?
No, I wish I could, but I didn't. I didn't have that in me. I was really mad on the basketball court, but at heart, I was always kind of a friendly person.
Okay.
You're a lover?
Yeah, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Ask my wife.
I wonder what she would say.
She'd say he's a fighter, not a lover.
I also really love the offensive line in this class. I know you didn't land Jordan Seaton, but you land, 3-4 stars?
Yeah. It's hard. I'll be honest. I'll let you continue your point. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to get excited about offensive linemen. I'll tell you. I can go into that later. I'll let you finish your point.
Well, I'm with you.
Not just because of the position, but
I think of just like we haven't seen them.
That
we haven't seen a single offensive lineman that this staff has recruited in high school play any significant.
Yeah, and it is a very. The line, offense and defensive line, are probably the hardest. They have to be some of the hardest positions to play right out of high school at, especially now with 5th year, 6th year guys, 18 years old. You're literally going man to man, just trying to destroy each other every snap of the ball against someone who could be 22, 23 years old. Yeah. David Keenan Peely, I'm very excited to get back. I'm not bashing him. Dude's got like probably 3 kids. His 401k looks nice, and he's playing college football.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be really challenging, but it's one of those things. I'm trying to think of them 3 years down the line and hope they'll be really good, which, I mean, hopefully the staff can develop them. I mean, you mentioned that, which isn't good. But yeah, not everybody's Trey Smith, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did go outside. Like, you landed one guy in the state of Tennessee along that offensive line. The other 3, one's from Ohio and the other 2 are from Texas. So it's not like you just stayed in state and got guys in state. Like, you had to go out and actually win some recruiting battles against these guys. So
yeah, pipeline states, NCAA, you're just unlocking some states, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Any like underrated guys that y'all want to mention?
I would like to try, but my problem is I would sound like a guy who's like, he's really a 4-star, but he's a 3-star, and I don't want to be that guy. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to.
There's one that just kind of pops out to me when you look at that list, and it's Jermias Hurd. Don't really know a lot about him. Hasn't played football for a ton of time, but 6'8", 275 already along the defensive line. What in the world are you? How are you a 3-star? You should be a 4-star based on your size.
We've gotten some massive defensive linemen.
Now, his high school does say, is it Modell? 9 through 12 is what it's listed as.
That's the name of the school?
Yeah. So, don't know how many football players actually go to that school, but yeah, pretty insane kind of listed height and weight there.
You just need 11.
Exactly. 11 of him, I'm in.
Or is it 6-man? Is that what they play in Texas?
That's what I was thinking. Is this like some sort of like 7-man football?
Is it 7-man? I thought it was 6. Might be 7. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I think they play on an 80-yard field. I saw some highlights on TikTok of the Texas State Championship. They play in Jerry World on like an 80-yard field.
That's kind of cool.
6v6?
6v6 or 7v7. I can't remember. It's
sweet.
for like the smallest schools and TSD and Kings Academy.
8-man football. I don't know. We can it's less than 11, but more than 2.
8. I don't think it's 8 because when you look out there, it looks uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because they're in full pads. It's not
like,
flag football.
It's legit.
God,
yeah,
this is a penalty.
Yeah, they're essentially running the single wing the whole game with like 2 down linemen, 3 down linemen. It's insane. I think it is 7 man because I think it's 3 down linemen and then 4.
I think I would almost prefer my offensive linemen to play 7 or 8 man football, whatever it is, because they have to be dogs.
Yeah,
because you can't just miss a block. Like you're one of 3. If you miss your block, it's over.
you don't get highlighted in the film room on Monday. You get highlighted right there. It's obvious. Every time you get blown up, it is a game changing blow up.
Yeah, there's no we'll catch it on film. No, we caught it immediately.
Everyone in Jerry World saw it there. 80,000. Yeah. That would be awesome. A school, if I had to guess, 100, 150 people, if they somehow put 80,000 people in Jerry World. Yeah, it'd be incredible.
Any guys that y'all want to mention that Tennessee missed on that maybe wish you could add back?
I feel like I have to think back to several weeks ago when people commit. You're right. There's no one today that we, that I don't know. That I
guess the only one that I'm just missed on is a loose term because you just lost a recruiting battle to Alabama, and that's Amari Jefferson. Yeah, in-state kid, wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in the country and in the state, and you just lost that battle, and that's going to happen. Yeah, but it just sucks to lose one to Alabama.
Is he in state? Obviously, he went to school in state. Is he from Tennessee though originally? Because he was Baylor, correct?
Yeah, and he was committed to Tennessee for baseball too. So that's the thing that kind of hurts even more.
Is he going to play baseball at Alabama?
Yeah.
Does he know they bet against their own team every day?
I don't know. I mean, part of me is just he's going to go there to play baseball, but he's going there to play football.
Yeah, and I mean, is he?
So was he even really going to play baseball in Tennessee? Who knows?
That's the thing. When the spring of 2025 rolls around, are they going to play?
Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, who was it that we had at DB that was going to play baseball?
Flowers.
Yeah.
No.
Who's the last prominent beside? Why cannot think of his name at Ole Miss? Besides him, quarterback. Oh my gosh.
Plumlee.
Besides him, who's the last prominent baseball player we've seen?
Ole Miss had that.
Oh, they had a defensive lineman too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he entered the transfer portal. I don't remember where exactly he went.
That's who I wanted. That was 2 cycles ago. That's who I missed out on.
Maurice Hampton was an in-state kid at Tennessee. He went to LSU.
He played both?
He didn't. I don't think he actually played either. He didn't. He was on the football team but didn't play. So he entered the transfer portal. But I don't think he actually played baseball. But was one of the best baseball players in the state too.
Dang.
Yeah. So you just kind of get lost in the fold a little bit. But yeah, Amari Jefferson, I think the Jaron Sensabaugh hurt just because it was Missouri for me.
That one pissed me off on Twitter because when it was released that we offered him, everyone was very upset that we offered him. And then same people were also upset that we lost out on him. And it's the same people who get mad when Rick Barnes loses in November, but when we win in November, they say wait until March. You can't have it both ways.
Well, they got caught star watching because he was a 3-star committed to Vanderbilt, and then he gets bumped up to a 4-star and commits to Missouri, and so that's when
100%
the thing flipped. Yeah,
100%.
It sucks to lose that one because it was Eli Drinkowitz. It was an in-state kid that was from Knoxville. You hosted on an official visit, can't land him, and then he goes to Missouri, and then you land him, and you were just late to the party. That was what I was talking about earlier about indecisiveness. Just offer him. Who cares?
Yeah.
If you land all these guys that you recruit over him, hey, that's just part of it.
Yeah.
Because and I understand people were just well, you don't want to ruin your reputation. Kids do it all the time. They can flip. They can, get this. They don't even have to sign a paper if they don't want to. They can act like they do it, not even do it. So I just don't understand. And then Jordan Seaton's on Twitter saying, hey, I'm just a kid trying to make the best decision for me. I get that, but you also got paid $1 million. You can't use that and then just be like, "Oh wait, I'm a kid."
Fair.
So,
I can't think of his Sensible's dad's name. Played in the NFL from Kingsport.
Gerald?
Is that his dad? Because he has a brother. Which one's?
Is there Cody and Gerald?
I think that's right. I don't know which one it is. I think it's Gerald.
Okay.
Pretty. If you ever get a chance to get on his Facebook page, it's a trip.
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, he got tied up in something going on. I think he was a coach at Davy Crockett, somewhere up in Northeast Tennessee. He got fired, I guess, let go. I don't know. And encouraged to resign in the middle of the season. That's when I started like following this Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's pretty. I don't think he's a cancer. I don't think he's causing problems he transferred to where in Nashville?
Innsworth.
I don't think he's like a problem for coaching staffs or anything like that. But I think he ran for mayor at one point of maybe Kingsport. It's an interesting little. You'll get in a black hole.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks to lose one to Missouri.
Yeah.
And it just seems like it was because, if you don't lose out on a recruit, it's because of money. And if you land a recruit, it's because of money. I just think like Tennessee was too late on their offer, and Missouri used that against Tennessee, and that's what the difference was.
Yeah. I mean, Drinkowitz said as much. He wasn't speaking directly about that deal, but spoke about several of his guys that had some people come in late and just thought money would take care of it. But I mean, I think Drinkowitz is right about that in terms of money will push battles one way or the other, but at the end of the day, recruiting is a relationship thing, and Tennessee didn't have that relationship with him.
Yep. So,
but also any player that came to Tennessee came here for the love of the game. They loved the school, they loved the town, they loved Iguani Farms, they really loved what they had to see, and then anybody that went to Alabama went there for the money. So,
yeah.
You remember that.
But transfers, I mean, just line it up.
Excited.
I mean, we're not Ole Miss right now, but we're also going to have these guys on campus for a few more years. So
I haven't even counted. How many spots do we have? How many spots do we have left?
I don't know.
I think we're full, right? Technically, but
I think
not technically.
You can add a couple more. You'd probably want to add like that 5-star Dominique McKinley, who's a Texas A&M commit, didn't sign. We'll take an official visit in January. We'd definitely take a 5-star defensive lineman.
I know Rodney Garner will.
And then you'll probably take an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman. Do you look at the secondary anymore, maybe?
I think you have to. If the
right one came, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you want it to be the right one, but
Yeah,
at this point, I think.
Do you take one just to take one? I don't know.
That's going to be a thin secondary next year. From an already thin secondary this year.
I agree. Well, that's the thing is like you have a lot of talent. We haven't seen it.
But even then,
so inexperienced.
If you just look at the numbers, especially the way our secondary has been injured before Josh Heupel even. For some reason, that secondary does not hold up. Something's going on.
Yeah, and you still have some guys that need to make a decision. Like, is Wesley Walker going to be back? Is Gabe Judy-Lally going to be back? If those two guys don't come back, it's paper.
Yeah. One ply.
Yes.
I forgot about Gabe Judy-Lally. How old is he, too?
I think he's got one more year. This would probably be his 6th, 7th. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. You can play as many. I'm convinced you can play as many times as you want to. One person just has to break that mold of like, hey, you can't play past 5.
John Fulkerson tried. They denied.
Casey Thompson, he's entering the transfer portal. This will be his 7th year. He's been at Texas and Nebraska, and now FAU, I think.
Wow. Which Austin's cool, but going from Lincoln to Miami or
Boca
Raton, which is near.
Yeah.
It's Miami.
Yeah. Paradise.
Anything else for the transport or recruiting? I guess we got more recruiting coming up though, but
we got a really good chat with Tennessee signee Jamal Wallace. So here is our chat with Tennessee's newest signee. What's up, everybody? We welcome onto the show Tennessee signee, junior college transfer Jamal Wallace. Welcome to Rocky Top. Congrats on signing. You committed and signed in the same week. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. The Vols family is making me feel even more happy about signing with Tennessee.
They're pretty nuts, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't know, but look, I've gained over 800 followers on Instagram just from Tennessee with the first two days. I gained over 1,000 followers on Twitter. So,
hey, you make one sack, I mean that'll quadruple.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Lord have mercy. It's pretty fun. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. You were 190 pounds in high school just 2 years ago, and now you sit here at 300 pounds. What? Excuse me?
That's still funny. Like everybody asks me like, how and what. So in high school I was 190 pounds. Yeah, I was a skilled player. I played receiver, corner, safety. I was one of those guys. And then my COVID year, 2019, I ended up gaining over 100 pounds during COVID. I ended up getting injured during COVID year, and I had surgery on my pinky. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, I had surgery on my pinky, and I started to lose a lot of weight at 190, and I had looked up on YouTube like how to gain weight because I was struggling with keeping my weight and losing weight. And then it was like eat eggs, potatoes, carbs, a bunch of carbs, to gain weight. And I started to do it, and I started to like it, and I started to gain a lot of weight because I wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I got on the scale, I was like 200, and then the second time it was 275. And I'm like, okay, it's cool. Like I'm going to get this weight down, like because I'm a skinny guy, And you couldn't really tell I was 275, so I wasn't really worried about it. Then the next time I got on the scale, I was 300, and then a bunch of coaches was like, "Hey, come out and play for me, at safety." And I'm like, "Coach, I'm 300 pounds now. I ain't no safety no more." So they brought me on. I gray shirted 2021, and then 2022, I ended up getting a 275, a bunch of muscle. Lost a lot of fat, and then 2023, which is now, I ended up 275 as well. But the only reason why I'm 300 pounds now is because I've been on like 5 different official visits, and I haven't really had the time to get home and work out and just like not eat. I've been eating a lot just because official visits, they have you eat so much.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah.
So where'd you eat at in Knoxville?
I don't know. I'm not good with names. I can't tell you. But I just know it was very good though. I can't tell you.
Was it on the river? Did you go on the river?
I didn't go to the river. But Coach Hyper, he took me on like the way to the school. We went through the river. Yeah, we went on the way to the river.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean they're gonna warn you like, hey, freshman 15 is a real thing. You're like, hey, what's that? I mean, I can put on 25 pounds easy in no time. So yeah, that's insane that you're able to do that so quickly. But I guess if you're able to lose it so quickly too, I guess they're going to put you on a weight plan. Have they already kind of told you what your nutrition plan is going to be?
No, they haven't. But I do know that I will be playing at 275. I will not be playing at 300 pounds. So let's just put that out there. I will not be playing at 300 pounds. My comfortable playing weight is 275.
Gotcha. Okay. And are you more comfortable playing outside, or do you like to be an inside guy?
Yeah. So this is I've only played defensive end for 2 years. I've never played it before in my life. So I'm really comfortable playing outside edge just because since JUCO, that's all I've played. I've never played inside, But Coach G was more of like, we'll have you play outside edge your first year just because you never played D tackle. Yeah. So his plan is to have me outside rushing for first and second down, third and fourth down, I'll be inside D tackle.
Okay.
Because I've never put my hand in the dirt, so that's going to be the big thing for me during the spring and the summer and into the season. Me is learning how to put my hand in the dirt.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Since you were a skill guy such a short time ago, have you asked them about maybe like short yardage packages getting the football?
It was funny because in some of my film they allowed me to have a ball and I made some plays happen. But no, I haven't talked to them about that. I haven't talked to them about that. I wish I could because I think I'd be the next Derrick Henry.
There you go. Yeah, you heard it here. I do want to talk about JUCO a little bit. So obviously, like everybody's seen Last Chance U. You were at ELAC for a little bit, which is one of those shows that is on Last Chance U. What is that kind of what you see is what you get in that show? Is that kind of the experience that you got? And if not, like, what has your experience been like at Sierra College?
Fun fact, let me just put this out there. Fun fact, I was actually in Last Chance U. You will see me, the basketball team for ELAC. I was there that year. And you'll see me in a bread a lot. That was just a fun fact. But JUCO, well, see, it's a different area. See, Coach Noonan, he take care of his kids. So Sierra wasn't really like that. If you didn't have a place to live, we had dorms. But we didn't have scholarships. But we had dorms. And if you couldn't get in the dorms, he will hook you up with out-of-state guy that has an apartment like me. I have my own apartment, but like 3 of my teammates didn't have a place to live. So he asked me to like, hey, could you bring them in? And they'll just pay rent. So that's what that was. It wasn't, a lot of people living in cars or staying in garages. We didn't have that.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So did you like your experience at junior college? Do you think it kind of got you to where you are now, or are you more, is that like, hey, I've been down in the trenches, like now I'm ready to go to get to the next level?
Oh no! I prefer people to go JUCO. You go, it's so fun. It's like, well, it depended on what JUCO, because I know a lot of JUCOs in Kansas, they ain't really fun. So, but I know like where I was at Sierra, it was fun for me, just because I was involved with all the sports, softball, basketball. I was involved in all of the sports, so it was a fun experience for me, and I didn't have to work like to make money because I have like a wealthy family that took care of me to be able to, I didn't have to work and be able to have fun in school and take care of my homework and stuff like that. So I didn't have to worry about, having to get a job.
You just got to focus on football and school.
Yeah.
I like that. You mentioned on your official visit, I think you were talking with our good buddy Matt Ray over at VolQuest, and you mentioned Inky Johnson, Eric Berry, and you also mentioned Tennessee as your dream school. Why is that?
Yeah, like I said, Eric Berry, Inky Johnson. Another fun fact: Inky Johnson just followed me on Twitter. That was so dope for me. But Eric Berry and Inky Johnson, I got to see Eric Berry up close in person just because I'm from Missouri and he played for the Kansas City Chiefs for a couple years. And his story from coming back from cancer and still being able to get on the football field after is pretty amazing. And then Inky Johnson's story, I could relate. So that's why I really like him. And, people say that Ray Lewis and those type of guys get you ready to run through a wall and get ready to play for a football game. I think mine is Inky Johnson. Inky Johnson's giving me 2 turns.
That's fair. Yeah, he does that. So are you a Kansas City Chiefs fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So are you familiar with Trey Smith, our VFL?
Yes, I do. The tackle. Yeah. He a dog.
Yeah, we love our VFLs that go on and play for the Chiefs, and it's an okay franchise to be a part of right now. Would you say?
No, okay. I think it's an amazing franchise to be a part of. You got Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce. You getting coached by Andy Reid. I don't think you get nothing better than that.
It's pretty hard to beat right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, what's Jamal Wallace bringing to this Tennessee defensive front?
Um, I'm a game changer. You couldn't, a lot of people was like, he doesn't have that many sacks this year. I don't know why Tennessee had picked him up. Well, the reason why I didn't have that many sacks this year is because I got game planned around. Like, teams knew that I could change a game if they didn't really focus on me. So, I didn't get I got a lot of double teams, triple teams. So I didn't really get to have my one-on-one share fair,
Yeah.
And, Coach G had acknowledged that, like, hey, look, you come here, you're not going to be double teamed. You're going to have a lot of one-on-ones because we got James Pearsons, we got a bunch of edge guys, tight interior guys. You're going to have your chances to wreck a game. And if you really believe you can wreck a game, we would love to have you to wreck a game. Absolutely. So I feel like coaches know that I can come wreck a game and destroy and punish quarterbacks. And I feel like that's what I can do for Tennessee.
I know you never want to be double teamed, but does it give you a sense of like it's kind of cool to like make somebody double team you?
Yeah, no, it's actually dope. It's actually dope, and it's even dope when you get double teamed and still make the play. I feel like that's even better. But yeah, no, it was frustrating to me because I didn't really understand it in the beginning of the season until my coach was like, "Look, coach, like you are a huge individual that's athletic, so they're not going to allow you to wreck games or do whatever you want. They're going to game plan around you to be able to win a game." And I was like, that's going to hurt my recruitment just because I can't really do much because I'm getting double teamed constantly over and over and over. But he was like, when you don't get double teamed, make it count, and let's see where it go from there. And I made when I didn't get double teamed, I made it count, and it got me to Tennessee.
And so you got an offer in September. So you kind of had a breakout sophomore year, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, you got some dogs in there.
Yeah. I actually had a little breakout sophomore season. I was a backup my sophomore year to two older a 2019 guy and I believe a 2018 guy. I'm not for sure, but yeah, I was a backup for them. And then I went to start training with a coach. His Twitter is D-Line Vids. I started training with him, and he got my recruiting started up. A bunch of coaches started following me after. I started training with him. I did end up getting an offer from Utah State, and then Tennessee came right after.
Okay. So, did you know kind of about Rodney Garner before you got that Tennessee offer? Or is it kind of like eye-opening how many guys he's recruited and got to the league?
Yeah, no, I didn't know about him until he recruited me, and then I looked up who is this guy.
Yeah,
and I seen that he's somebody that you want to be coached by. So I was like pretty amazed that he believed in my talent and only played defensive end for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I do have one more question for you, and then I'll get you out of here. I really appreciate you coming on. So you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Are you now a Swiftie?
A Swiftie? What is that?
You know, Travis Kelce's dating Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
No,
not yet.
I really didn't know who Taylor Swift was. I still don't know who she is. I don't know what she does.
Wow.
She's a singer.
She's like the biggest, probably pop star, probably on the planet.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's big in Tennessee because she lives in Nashville. So like all the country music, she started as a country music star. Now she's a pop star.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't know who that was. So
now you just see her in the box every Sunday. You're like, who is this girl that keeps showing on TV?
No, because I was kind of like, I thought they were just like showing her just because that was Travis Kelce's girlfriend. So
Gotcha.
I didn't really pay attention to it, but now I understand why everybody making a big deal about
maybe. So the door's still open. You might be a Swiftie before the end of it. We'll see.
No, I think I'm just a Travis Kelce guy.
All right, Jamal. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Wish you the best of luck this season. We'll do this again. Would love to have you on. Maybe we'll do it in person next time. But appreciate you and congrats again on signing with Tennessee.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. Have a good one.
That was awesome. Good job, Landon. That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank
I knew you'd do well. Landon kind of covered. It's been a hectic week and day. Honestly, setting this up has been hectic, but it's been fun. I've liked doing it in person. Seems like everyone else has enjoyed doing it in person. And then we also got the added in of a great interview from a Tennessee signee that I think a lot of people are excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that story about him, we talked about it last show, about him just gaining all that weight is unreal.
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't gained 100 pounds since I was like 10 years old.
You gained 100 pounds when you were 10 years old?
No, I haven't
since
I was 10 years old.
I wish I could say that. I cannot. But I also didn't gain 100 pounds and became an elite defensive lineman. So
I feel like that makes it even crazier. It's like, oh, well, like he mentioned in the interview, he was like, I had to tell these JUCOs that like I'm not a safety anymore.
He's a Swiftie now.
The 100-pound thing, insane. But the not knowing Taylor Swift blows my mind.
He's a football guy.
I mean, I love that.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
No hate. I want to clear that up, but like, I love Taylor Swift.
Oh, dude,
So
I love
hurts me a little
old
bit.
Taylor Swift. Like teardrops on my guitar, Taylor Swift.
I don't disagree. It's the best, and I still love her. I think she's awesome.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I'm a Swiftie. I'll say it.
You're
I
not
don't know if
crazy
I'm a
Swiftie,
Swiftie.
though.
I'm not.
I'm a casual fan.
Yeah.
If she went and got out and got canceled, I wouldn't be upset.
Okay, so I'm not. But I feel like I'm a Vol fan, but I'm not some of these Vol fans that are mad about the sense ball thing, or just mad in general about Rick Barnes or Josh Heupel, or mad that I don't call Joe Milton the B word. I don't, so
Buddy.
buddy? Yeah. That honestly pisses me off more than the other one. Yeah, I don't tweet at 18-year-olds. So I think there's levels to Swifties, and I'm a Swiftie like I'm a Tennessee fan. I'm a rational Swiftie. So if Swifties get a hold of that tape, he'll be canceled.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's over with.
Yeah. So I'm not that kind of Swiftie.
Well, if he doesn't know who Taylor Swift is, he's probably not going to see like other people trying to cancel him on social media.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
unless they do it through like a highlight huddle tape or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's probably out.
Yeah.
Good call. All right. On to darker times. Tarleton State.
Yeah,
that was
brutal.
Awful.
Yeah. Just not a great basketball game at all. It's just, dude, these droughts of just not being able to throw in the ocean. And then we're so good on defense that the other team doesn't either. So it's just like the worst possible basketball you could watch.
I listened to a history podcast today about the first basketball game ever. James Naismith held his first quote unquote game of basketball in his gym class. And the story goes that only one basket was scored in that game. I think that might have been more fun to watch than.
I wonder if they went crazy like a hole in one in golf. Like the one person that scored, they just went nuts.
Yeah. They may have, because it probably was quickly ended because apparently they hadn't gotten to the point where they thought to cut the holes in the bottom of the basket yet. So the first basket actually stayed, and to get it out, they had to.
They're like, "Oh, game's over."
Yeah. And apparently it started out. I guess I don't know much about James Naismith and how it exactly started. Apparently, because of the rules, they could just run with the basketball, I guess, and they were just tackling each other, and it was essentially just hit each other. There's another game for
like slam ball without the trampolines.
Yeah, and they probably that game we played growing up that if you call it that now, I'm probably not gonna. It sounded a lot like that.
Yeah.
And then he took away running with the ball, and it became a good game, and so good it ended. I don't even know if 2-pointers were a thing. Like, it probably ended 1-0, which would have been a good soccer match anywhere in the world.
Yeah, tackle the old ball carrier. Everybody knows that game.
Exactly. But yeah, that game was more entertaining than
just not
Tennessee.
I mean, it's just Dalton Connect. I'm not sure what's going on, but that is concerning to me.
Yeah.
Because I think that was a guy who could carry you, and everybody else can do their role and just make this team elite. Well, if he's not like leading the charge, I feel like we are in trouble.
And it's weird because I feel like he's still trying to get to the rim at times. So I don't know. Probably something you go back and watch and try to figure out. I don't know what where these periods of drought are coming, long periods of drought with him are coming from. The team, I know a lot of this team is the core of last year's team. I know where those droughts come from. That's just them being the team.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton Connect's a weird one. I don't like it.
Yeah, because we saw him hit that three, and it was like, okay, here we go. And then he ends up with 6 points the entire night. It doesn't.
Yeah, he's kind of non-existent after that. You don't really see him.
He just kind of disappears. And
My hope is,
are we just saving him?
My hope is it's
in the playbook.
Yeah. My hope is it's the injury. He's still recovering from that. But I mean, if it is, and we've gotten what we've gotten out of him, just rest him till SEC play, right? And even beyond that, if he's still hurt, you want him for a deep run in March.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, your first game's against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Are they still undefeated?
I don't know.
Last time I seen they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't, as it stands tonight, I don't know.
Yeah. So, would love for him to get going for that. That would be nice.
Yeah, we're going to.
Because Tarleton State, I mean, you played a horrible basketball game. You still won by almost 20.
Yeah, it got a little tight there. I think it got to a 6-point game there in the second half. It wasn't fun is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And you want those games to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's slightly concerning with a veteran squad that it seems like a few of these bye games you've played not just not focused, you played completely unfocused. Which you go and look at it. I told you guys I dreaded looking at the box score. It felt a lot better because we had 5 turnovers. 7 or 8 minutes into the game? 9 minutes into the game, we finished with 8.
Yeah.
So that's encouraging that they at least shorted up to where it wasn't.
But that would almost make, if we had a bunch of turnovers, it would make sense why we weren't scoring. But I think that's an even bigger mystery. Is like we only had 8 turnovers. Why did we not score?
Well, that doesn't count the absolute horrible shots we put up.
Yeah.
So that I think there's some bad shot selection. I think that's another thing is I don't hate that we let the 3 fly. And a lot of people will hate it. Here's the problem. 3 or 4 years ago, we screamed and yelled at the top of our lungs that we have to learn to shoot the 3 ball. It's how you win basketball games. And it is nowadays. It's the game. But I think this team's got players that are good enough from mid-range, can get to the hole even though they don't choose to, other than Dalton Connect. I'll say when he's healthy because that's my hope. I think I want to see guys when the 3 ball's not falling, at least try to find. Just doesn't feel like we touch the paint enough when the 3 ball isn't falling. At least try.
Yeah, it just seems like everything is just difficult. Like we're not good at shooting 3s. We're also not good at shooting 2s either.
No. Our mid range, it's like it's either on or we can't hit anything.
Yeah.
And is Adu still dealing with his little bug or what? He looks.
I mean, he looked great. The first couple minutes, he had 5.
Oh, he starts. He looked like he
4
did
or 5 points
a week ago, but then he just kind of disappears, and then he kind of plays like a little scared.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish we could have Adu's height with Owaka's body and just strength.
That would be nice.
You talk about a dog.
Yeah, for sure. But they were on the court quite a bit tonight together.
Yeah.
So
also a foul out really quickly if you have that. But
but also you might get some fouls because that's what Zach Edey does. He just goes in there and
don't even get me started on that.
Falls around.
Yeah,
I don't really have a lot else for this game. It's just brutal basketball.
I'm not mad about it. It's a Tarleton State game a couple days before Christmas. But again, just kind of disappointing.
Yeah, you want to give those people that actually came tonight when they probably had other things going on.
Yeah.
You want to give them a show, and
that was a kid Christmas game.
Maybe the halftime show was good.
Ooh, maybe it was Red Panda.
Game.
We do not have a game until the 2nd.
What was it on the Illinois game?
Just like the dance team.
Oh.
And they didn't even throw out T-shirts.
Not even
during halftime. No.
Dang. But what was Sterl the Pearl yelling about?
Everything.
That's my favorite thing. Somebody tweeted the picture of the guy holding his
the old guy.
And it's clear Sterl the Pearl's on the court at that moment. It's like he's not mad about the sound of the arena. It's the obnoxious man.
It's understandable.
Mute my mic, I guess, or I can. Do you want me to do my best Sterl the Pearl impression? Like just eating it, man. Like, dude, get it out of your mouth. We went from a guy who you could barely hear doing the starting lineups to Sterl the Pearl just screaming nonsense for 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know what the.
I like it better at football games when I can't hear him.
Yeah, what's.
And I'm usually toasted too. So
yeah.
I'm fired up.
Well, I can't remember where your seats are at. You're all on the opposite end zone. So I don't know if you guys have the same problem as I can. I literally cannot hear anything said into the microphone. Sometimes I don't even know the ref is talking because you cannot hear him.
No, I couldn't tell you anything I've heard.
Sterl the Pearl is just like you can like hear him faint things. I can't hear him at all, which I don't mind. I can't hear it.
Yeah.
I know there's a south end zone problem, the pores where we sit, but you guys have the money seats. So
I don't know how exactly he is able to yell. Like after we do this show, like I don't want to talk for like a whole day because I'm just my voice can't take anymore. How does he continuously yell in a microphone for that long? I don't get it.
It's impressive. I mean, I don't love it, but it's
envy
impressive.
it a little bit.
Kudos to him.
I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want some orange beats.
Yeah.
You think he has multiple pairs, or is that the same pair?
Gotta have multiple.
Okay.
It also would help if we were actually like lighting up the scoreboard. Him yelling wouldn't bother me probably as much.
He just does it at times you don't really want to hear it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, we had to take it. Rick Barnes finally took a timeout, and here he is yelling, "Orange, white, orange."
Yeah, it's like
white.
they're on like a 12-0 run, and we got to listen to that. And it's just a student section that's doing it. It's just throw me a t-shirt. Yeah.
Give me that double XL and let me
t-shirt.
get out of here.
Put in the washer once, it looks like a crop top.
I can't remember the last time I caught a t-shirt at a ball game.
Let's bring those back. Crop tops.
Dude, I do not need to wear a crop top.
I'd probably get less belly button with it.
Do you have a lot like right now?
I don't know. Probably. I haven't checked it today. Probably.
I remember one time.
And I've got comfort colors on, so
one
how
time
that works.
In college, we dared you to take it out. You did.
What do you mean dared me? I used to we'd just be driving in the car, be like belly button, check my belly button time. The one time I about made someone throw up. I mean, I pulled out a wad. It was on my finger. It was a good amount. I'd do it right now, but Landon's. I don't like how Landon's acting.
Please do not do that.
Wipe it on the couch.
Oh,
put it on your carpet is what I'll do.
All right. Questions? We got any questions in the chat?
I can't see the comments. Unfortunately, we need that wireless mouse. Joey, are there any? Maybe Joey can put them in the private chat, but it's also covered up by that McAfee antivirus, which I thought he was dead. Didn't he die?
McAfee?
Yeah. John. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Hey, are you guys hearing anything on Brew coming back? My dog Brew, he's fine. No, not hearing anything. That would be absolutely massive.
Yeah, I've heard like it's still up in the air, but I guess that's good news.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just the chance of him coming back, I think is good news.
Douche, you have gotten some love, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, local celebrity.
That is.
That's my boy Reese.
Oh, who's this Butch Jones guy?
That's also my boy Reese.
Oh, he's doubling up. Okay,
that's love. He'll be on tour soon. Kid's a stick.
Trey said, "Have we discussed the Ole Miss section yet?" Yeah, we have. Your coach will leave you for a better job here soon, so just letting you know. Dream job.
Is his girl an Ole Miss gal? Do we know? She's probably still in school. Is she at Ole Miss?
Who's this?
And Lane Kiffin's girlfriend.
Oh, are we gonna do like a Freddie Freeman thing, or she wants to go to LA?
Well, I was just thinking she's.
Don't mention Freddie Freeman again. It still hurts.
Hey, you got Matt Olson. You're good.
Still miss Freddie. But yeah, Matt Olson, love him too. But
well, Freddie's not
Freddie them chompers, man.
He's not even like one of the big names in LA anymore. It's now that Otani's there.
Yeah,
piece of garbage.
Man, it's tough.
This is our buddy Trey that comes to the tailgate.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am confused because we have two people commenting from two different accounts now. right?
Okay, yeah, it's same Trey.
Trey, you're throwing me. Trey and Reese, you guys are. Yeah, and Deuce,
Dominating the chat.
me and Deuce are blonde, and we're sitting the farthest from.
Dude, I can't see with glasses.
Yeah,
That's
from the
awful.
TV. So, that's I was a little confused there. I didn't know if something happened at Ole Miss, but that makes more sense now.
Yeah, Trey, if Lane could just leave our players alone, that would be nice.
It's funny. He's been much quieter though since he's utilized the transfer portal. He cried about it for years, and now
It's about time he actually does some work over there.
honestly.
Yeah.
Joey Freshwater at it again.
I mean, I get it. You're not playing Alabama next year. Let's load up and try to sell out and win a national championship. I actually think that's a smart strategy.
How is the SEC championship working next year?
I think it's still doing the East and West,
But you don't have. What are the tiebreakers? Okay.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of like the college football playoff. We'll just figure it out when we get there.
It's gonna work whichever way screws Tennessee when we finally qualify.
100%.
Yeah.
That's how the tiebreakers will work. Good. I like to hear that.
Hey, I just want Trey to know, like, as soon as we don't have to play Alabama and Georgia in the same season, I think we should sell out too.
Yeah, I agree.
Pay everybody. Empty the accounts. Let's do it.
Tri-Cities Vol. You should check out Grade A Grounds. As should everybody, but they're local to you. They're local to us all. Go Vols.
Yeah, go
Volsicle. Use code GoVols, gradeagrounds.com. Also Roback.
Yeah, Roback. Go check out roback.com. Promo code More Important Issues. Get you 20% off your first purchase. They just have the best quality clothing. I don't know what you're waiting on. If you're going out to dinner with the wife, significant other, girlfriend, they even have women's clothing.
Oh,
so you can actually go with your boyfriend, wear those clothes out. I use the golf polos for work, for golf, business, and pleasure. So you just go do that. It's the best quality. Get 20% off your first purchase with promo code More Important Issues.
I'm getting some Roback tomorrow for Christmas. I'm very excited.
Okay, what are you getting? You know?
No, I don't. I didn't get that far into ruining my surprise.
You just know it's coming from there.
I just know it's Roback apparel, and the best part of that is the person who bought it for me used code More Important Issues, so they got 20% off.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Have another person I want to mention. That's Knoxville Tours. They're taking the tour down to the bowl game, and it's a great price. $1,200 for a single person. If you have two people with you, it's I think around $1,000. If there's three people, it's around $800. That includes your transportation to and from Orlando, hotels for 4 days, and then a meal and your ticket to the game. Also going to take you to the pep rally before the game that Friday. So, going to be a lot of fun. So go check them out, Knoxville Tours, and let them know that More Important Issues sent you. And they'll hook you up.
That sounds like it's.
You don't have to worry about dropping. That's the best part.
Landon
you
can't beat that.
Dude, you can get all about trashed or just even tired. You don't have to. You can,
or you don't get pulled over in.
You don't get a $500.
Yeah, you got a speeding ticket. You ain't got to worry about that.
And then figure out what.
Don't worry about it.
And then try to figure it out. Yeah, that's tough. I'm never going to another game in Florida ever.
What if you didn't have to drive? You're on a tour bus. You don't have to worry about it.
Slap me in the back, dude. I'm sleeping down there. I'm in.
That I'm jealous of everybody.
Also, they make stops, so maybe they'll stop at every Buc-ee's too on the way down there.
If they're smart, they will.
Do not get the breakfast burrito. I think I got chicken. That was a tough first day.
Get the beast burrito. Eat half of it. Take a nap. Eat the other half when you get another steak.
Beaver tots are hard to beat.
That's tough.
Yeah, I watched my boy eat a whole bag of beaver tots before we even got checked out. So.
I regretted just getting one. I should have gotten more. Get beaver tots and then get their I guess it's barbecue sauce. Their barbecue sauce. Poof. Let me tell you, brother.
Yeah, I got beaver tots. Ate the whole bag. Got another bag.
That's the move. The roasted pecans
for free.
Yeah.
Let's buy one, get one.
Yeah.
Eat one, get one. Fresh cut brisket on the board. Have y'all been to the one in Sevierville?
I don't think I ever will either.
Yeah, honestly.
I feel like that's like a travel thing. Actually, on our trip to Florida, that was the first time I ever went into a Buc-ee's.
Really?
And I hit 4 in a 4-day trip. So
and two of them were the same two Buc-ees. Like,
oh yeah.
You only went to 2 different Buc-ees.
I will tell you
4
though,
times.
if there's a Buc-ee's close, I've got to use the bathroom. I'm going to a Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah,
Top notch bathroom.
Yeah.
Like
this is no free ads, but we will do for Buc-ee's bathrooms.
I do wish it wasn't so big. It's a little overwhelming,
massive.
but it's so clean. The stalls feel like they do feel like your own bathroom.
Yeah.
But it is a
and
lot.
it's like an art museum walking into the bathroom. They're selling all those like paintings and stuff. Yeah. It's nice. Real homey.
I don't know if I've noticed that.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
What I want to really buy from Buc-ee's really, really bad. I think it's a lot of money. The big Buc-ee stuffed animal. It's like 10 feet tall.
You sleep with it?
I don't know what I would do with it. Probably.
Just have that instead of like a mattress.
Yeah. Just got Buc-ee. It's me and Buck. Is that his name?
Did we? Yeah, I think it's
Buc-ee the Beaver.
Yeah.
Just the beaver. The beeve.
Have y'all seen those massive candy canes you can win at like Dollywood?
No.
They're like 7 foot tall.
What? Like
actual edible?
No. It's like stuffed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
I've got one.
Really?
Yeah.
7 feet tall.
Maybe even taller.
Is it in the basement?
Dude, it's in the basement. I don't know what to do with it. You can't just take it to the dump.
Yeah.
I think
they'd be pissed.
I think that
Where do you may throw this?
Yeah. When I was little at Fun Night at Bonnie Kate,
yep,
they had, I don't know why, but they had all these random cutouts of different sports players. And I was like, man, that'd be so sick if I got one. And so, like, at the end of the night, they're like, hey, you want to take this home? I'm like, oh, yeah. It was Brett Favre. Wasn't a Packers fan. And I had Brett Favre in my room until I was probably 18. Until I moved out.
that's awesome, honestly.
I used to love Brett Favre.
I had my name on it. If you got
he looks good in pants too.
Wrangler, baby.
Yeah.
If you got the Rick Barnes cutout of him holding a Coca-Cola from Food City in Cleveland, Tennessee, F you. My name was on the back of that. They were supposed to call me when they were done with that display. They never did. And I am irate about it.
They're like, yeah, we'll write your name on it.
I wrote my own name on it. And I said, you all call me. And they said, okay.
Did you get it in writing?
My name was written on the back. I do have a theory, that one. I don't think that's as big as the one in Crossville, at least. It seems a lot bigger than that.
But that's really happy to be taking that picture too.
Yeah. Honestly. I do have a theory. Well, not a theory really, but you mentioned Fun Night, fairs, all that good stuff. Kind of crazy that you could just win goldfish there and then carry them out in a bag.
And then
to their imminent death.
Yeah, they died. They're dead.
They died. Yeah,
dude,
all the time.
No, I had 2. I won 2 fish at Fun Night. They lived for 8 years. It was unreal.
Were you feeding them? I think straight live.
I think, yeah, I'd feed them. But I think my parents they thought they would die. We brought a fish tank and everything, and they just kept living. So I think one day they just got tired of it and just like flush them down.
They may still be living.
They might. Yeah, they just like, I think we're done.
Oh, dude, that was like my dad. My brothers had like lizards growing up, like iguanas, I think, or something like that. And one day they came home and they were gone. My dad was like, "Yeah, they ran away." Found out, he took them back behind the house and just killed them.
Why?
Well, one of them bit my brother.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, they ran away." And then like no joke, this was just a few years ago. He's like, "Yeah, I killed them." I was like, dude,
I found out that my mom took my like childhood dog to the pound because it snipped at her.
She was like, all right, let's go. Yeah. I've been waiting on that.
Yeah, I think it was like a couple times. It was like real jealous of like me when I was younger.
Yeah.
And so she just took it to the pound. But she was like, yeah, he just ran away.
The shift from the way dogs were treated, even when we were kids, to now is insane. And I'm someone who, my dog sleeps with me every night. He eats off my plate. Like, yeah.
Oh,
whatever,
dude.
But it's insane. And my dogs were, I guess, like, we didn't treat them poorly, but they stayed outside.
My dogs lived outside in a cooler. But now, dude, my dog, I sleep uncomfortable so my dog can sleep comfortable.
It's insane.
My dog had one of those igloos outside.
Yeah.
And like, they're just like hay. We put hay in the bottom of it. That's what they slept on.
Yeah.
Like a farm animal. I was like, now I have a corgi. She ain't sleeping on that.
I've got a British dog.
My dog actually is treated so well, she doesn't know how to be a dog. Like I let her outside. She immediately comes to the door like I went back in. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, go like do dog things.
Yeah.
Go dig something.
Yeah.
Get yelled at. I don't know. Bark.
And back on the fish thing, I do know someone who kept Fun Night Fish alive as well. Besides you, I didn't know you did. Jesse Berry. They just brought
I
him
knew
Fun
someone
Night,
else had.
put him in the
story
pond
like that.
outside,
They get big.
and way bigger than you would think,
Yeah.
and just lived in this pond. We'll have to ask him how long they stayed alive. I don't think it was 8 years. That's a long time, but it was a long time.
Impressive.
Yeah, those fish live a while.
I mean, that we did the tank thing. We tried to get them into water. However you're supposed to do that, get them used to their environment.
Dead.
Dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like they got you the most sickly fish
Yeah.
to take home. Joseph,
What up, boys? Can you guys hear me?
fish, why'd you get in here?
Yeah, dude, I had to pop in really quick. I think I uploaded. So I guess I was like a senior in high school, and I just really wanted, like, when you latch onto something and you're like, I want to own something that's like living. There's always like that thing. Like, I never got a dog growing up. I never had like my animal. I mean, I had a horse at my grandfather's house, but so I bought. Have you seen an axolotl before?
A what?
An axolotl? These things?
No.
dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude, I bought one of the.
The troll, like the trolls from the movie Trolls. That's what that was.
Yeah, they're actually cool. I mean, it's cool. They you can cut their arm off or like their tail off and just regrows back. It's kind of crazy
Have you
actually.
done
can
that?
actually no, I don't think that's probably. But dude, I mean, it was cool for like a year, and I was like, wait, I have to go to college, so I made my mom take it, and so I drove this thing in a Lowe's bucket 10 hours south to Knoxville, hoping kind of like and this thing will not die. It's like the Jason Statham of fucking fish. Like this thing, or I don't know what you would call it. It's got legs. I don't know. But these things live 15 years. So this dude's still got like 8 or 9 years left. And it's totally illegal to like dispose of it or like dump it in the river. So I don't know what to do with it. So if anybody's listening and wants an axolotl, please DM us.
Can you spell that?
Yeah, I don't.
AXOLOTL.
What are they native to?
Is
You
it,
know?
is it
Mexico.
like a salamander type or?
Yeah, it's like a salamander fish crossover, and they're like super native. There's like one big lake in Mexico that they're like from.
That's
Super.
it?
Yeah.
When-
How did you?
I mean,
Can you swim in this lake?
dude, I don't know. I didn't do enough research. It was kind of like my dad was I think my dad knew what he was doing. He's like, yeah, you can get it.
It does look pretty cool. Does it have a name?
So it used to be
Or
Axel.
people calling it just like a thing. I want to give it a name.
Yeah, I named him Axel, and like,
Logistics.
yeah, like 3 years later, my mom found out it was a girl, so we changed it to Alexis. I think she went transgender on us. I don't know.
Has your mom been recognized for being on Wheel of Fortune yet? That would be.
I think we. I doubt it. Not in public. I don't know.
We should have her on. We should have her like come sit on the couch and hang out for a
Yeah.
pod.
I'm sure that'll work. Yeah.
She can bring Axel Alexis.
Yeah. There we go. We'll keep it at Landon's house.
Okay.
I'm sure Raven would love that.
I don't know about that. I do have a pool. Do you think it'll live in the chlorine?
Dude, it'll find a way. I swear to God. It'll grow gills that can absorb chlorine.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could live with that. Reptiles, lizards, snakes.
I think just you
just
not knowing
creeps
like
me out.
exactly where it came from or how it came to be. Like I feel like it's not even real. I feel like you could be lying to us. Like that's not a real thing.
honestly.
Dude, I mean, I can find the pictures. I mean, I have 1,000 pictures of this thing because it was for the first 6 months.
Is it that color too?
No, it's green. It came like, dude, but like half of it's like translucent. They glow in the dark. I swear to God. It has like the tank comes with
made up.
That is pretty
This
cool.
a made up Disney movie that you're just explaining to us.
So
dude, the tank comes with a blue light because it glows in the dark.
I've stayed in a hotel room with black lights. Is it black lights? Blue lights?
Black lights.
Whatever. Yeah, not a place you want to stay in. So I don't know what kind of tank you got this fellow, but
I promise. No, it's a sick setup. I mean, he lives a good life, or she. I don't know. I've got. Well,
I'm shocked that a thing like that
Yeah, that's a Pokemon. That's a straight up Pokemon.
That is kind of sick to just have at your house. All right,
And
you're absolutely right.
It swims around, and then, dude, and it in transport, it like lost one of its arms, and it grew back, and his hands like doubled now. So instead of like this, it's like this, and he's got like 10 fingers. It's actually, or she. Sorry.
What's the upkeep on this thing? What am I looking at a month?
No, I think there's like some chemicals you like keep in the water like every week, and like just literally a couple drops, and you feed it. And
what does it eat?
There's pellets, but I mean, I started giving my mom gives him worms, like live worms, and he just absolutely I don't know.
I'm not committing to this yet, but you may have found a buyer. That's pretty sick. That video might have sold me on it.
How much are they worth? How we could like make this the most famous creature on the planet and then sell it.
That's a good idea. We should start the hype now. Like get Twitter really bought in on axolotls. If we get Vol Twitter on axolotls, we might have something there. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, there might be enough volume in that group.
No, we're the volunteer axolotls.
Yeah, you think we can?
I still don't know how to say it. I'm being entirely honest.
Axolotl. Can we find an orange one? Like the squirrel, like Silo the squirrel. We'll just.
Well, if there's a pink and a green one, there's got to be an orange.
There's got to be an orange one.
Damn. I like this.
We might be on
something. Probably wrap this thing up. Any stupidities?
I'm about to fall asleep. Honestly.
Did you guys get this one? Did you guys cover this last week? I think it was a last week thing, but.
I don't think we did cover it.
Yeah, it's a Darnell Wright card, but if you look closely, that's not Darnell Wright.
Oh. That's where's the axolotl?
Where's that? What is that? Prestige?
Yeah, is that not?
Is that just like a rookie card?
That
supposedly
is Gerald Mincy.
Yeah, that's two different people. But
that got printed.
Would have to assume so.
They need to hang on to that. That will actually probably be worth a lot of money.
I'm sure it would.
Darnell Wright ends up being.
I think it should have been like reverse would make a lot of money, like Darnell Wright's picture, but the name is
no. If he's big, and there's a misprint card like that, those things sell.
What if Gerald Mincy goes off in the league?
And you have both that are really good.
Yeah,
that would. I think a misprint of any good player, period, no matter how the misprint, I think it'll be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you know like where'd that happen? Do you know who that was, or you just saw it online?
Yeah, I just saw it from somebody.
My stupidity is Coastal Carolina. Did you see the photo with the head coach Tim Beck and the dance team?
I didn't.
Well, they posted it like a Merry Christmas, and it's like Tim Beck's kind of ripped for an old guy, and it's the dance team in their bathing suits with the mascot.
I feel like you're being a pervert.
Ew.
What's wrong with that? Myrtle Beach, dude.
They deleted it.
Oh, they deleted it.
Yeah.
You gotta ride into that wave.
Yeah, you just gotta
like Kellen Faulkner would.
I'm telling you. Shout out to Kellen. I was telling these boys earlier, that man can body surf from Myrtle Beach to South Knoxville. It's unreal.
This is kind of morbid. I hate for it to be a stupidity, but it's so stupid. It's baffling. No one died. That's the good news. There was a woman that got arrested in, I can't remember where it was at now, but she got pulled over, I guess. The cops get her out of the car, arrest her, and put her in a police car that is sitting on train tracks.
Ooh.
While they're either in the other officer's car or searching her car, they hear a train whistle. And then kind of start moving her way and realize nothing we can do. The thing just gets obliterated. She had some serious injuries, but lived. Shout out to her. That's going to be a nice paycheck. How stupid do you have to be to park any car, let alone one? You're first off, yeah. I mean, you're a police officer, so that car is funded by taxpayers too. It's like it's not even your car. Then you put a person that is in handcuffs in a door that does not open. That truly might be one of the dumber things I've ever witnessed.
Because you can hear a train from like a mile away. Like you knew this train was like coming.
I also like quadruple take before I like even get close to a train stop. I mean, I think that's just human nature. Is you see train tracks and you're like, I want to be not near this area for as short period of time as possible.
The officer said she didn't realize that she parked. Or I think it was a guy. A guy parked it there, and then the female officer put her in the car and they both said they didn't realize the car was on train tracks.
I get if it's like a chase, you're just caught up in the moment, but no,
there are
not a routine traffic stop.
There's
right.
no way.
There are markings. There is literal train tracks underneath.
To, like, hop over to get to like on the opposite side of it.
Yeah, it is truly one of the dumber things I've ever read in my entire life. I don't know. It's absolutely baffling.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
I'm glad the person lived, and I hope that they make a lot of money from. I hate that the taxpayers are going to have to pay for that lawsuit, but good for that person to get that money.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a hit? Someone set that up?
Think it was what? Sorry.
Conspiracy.
Sounds like it was a hit job. You don't just. I mean,
Smart.
3 cops don't just leave a person sitting on a train track. I mean, that you imagine sitting in the back of a cop car and you just trains come right at you. It's terrifying. Shout out her though.
When I first read this article too, I thought maybe they had pulled the person over, and the person that they pulled over had stopped on the train tracks.
Right.
And then it said someone was in it, so I thought maybe a cop was searching it or something, and then the train came too fast or whatever. And then when I read, and I was like, that's incredibly stupid too. Like, you see a car disabled on you notify. Yeah, you notify the rail line and whatnot. But so I thought it was stupid already. Then I continued reading and I watched the video, and I was blown away that there are humans on this planet that dumb. I thought I'd seen it all.
You've never seen it all.
Deuce, you got a stupidity?
Yeah. Did y'all see the clip from Jason Brown's podcast?
No, but I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. He's basically said, I don't know who he was talking to, but he was like, if you can't pull, you can't recruit. And he's like, I ain't hiring an MFer that ain't pulling. I was just like, holy cow. I mean, maybe, but still, that's pretty brutal to say. So that was the only stupidity thing I could think of.
What do you think he's pulling on an average night?
See, that's what I'm saying is like, dude, I mean,
3.
yeah, about like me coming out and being like, dude, if you can't pull, you can't work at a golf course. You know?
Rod, I know one thing, man. I know one thing's fact. Rodney Garner can pull.
Has to.
Yeah, I was thinking about our like football staff. I don't know a lot that probably would pull. Maybe Joey Halsley. I know a guy that's head of the baseball program that we're going to get on in a few weeks. Maybe. And
It's a married man.
He pulls.
He's pulling. He's about
you wrong head. I thought you meant the guy really running the show.
Oh.
Our boy Zerk.
Yeah.
That's the dude. He's the puppet master.
Well,
He's pulling
Zerk
the
and
strings.
Xander for sure.
We're talking about head honcho.
Yeah.
Dude, that man is pulling.
Oh,
yeah.
Like we were talking about earlier.
I'd
you could
actually
say somebody's good looking.
I don't think he's really pulling. Pulling implies effort.
It's just.
I think if he's doing anything, he's pushing. He's got a lot.
He's absorbing.
Yeah, so I don't know if we can use pulling for him. I don't even know if reeling it. He's
just breathing.
I feel like he's just is it like I don't know. I feel like I'm misunderestimating how much effort shrimping I guess takes. But I've seen Forrest Gump a couple times. It seems like you just kind of drag a net and drive a boat around. I feel like that's what Vitello. I feel like that's what he's doing. He's just kind of driving around and
his Maserati.
Yeah, and then
must be tough.
And then he'll just he'll pull up in every once in a while, see what happens. He's not really doing anything.
Yeah.
Does Urban Meyer pull? Is that? I think that's more of like a grab.
He pulls a lot. Yeah.
More
he's
of
2 fingers, I think, right?
Yeah.
Is that what he went with?
Yeah. Maybe a wrist action.
Yeah, that dude pulls.
I got one more. It's this Colorado account. It said GD Vol fans annoying AF. You would think they won 6 national championships. He deleted the post because he realized we have won 6 national championships.
I'm so joking.
Which I mean, he's got a good point that 2 of them were in 45 and 46, 47, whatever it was. But like you hit the nail on the head, literally in 6 national championships.
How unlucky is that though? To randomly say a number and it's like, we have.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you could have said any other number and we'd be like, oh yeah. I mean, what do you say?
Facts.
Can't win them all, that's for sure.
Do your homework, kids. Even if you're on Christmas break. Guys, that's it. That's all I got. Anything else?
That's it for me too. I'm beat. But
This is a long episode.
We'll be back Sunday.
Right? Yeah.
This is fun.
This was fun.
I don't know. This is a lot to set up every time, but Landon, I wouldn't mind being here with you every time.
Let's do it.
Maybe every other.
Joey would love to have you back when you get back.
I'll be there.
We got a couch. We could triple it. We got one more seat if we
sure.
You know, for Joey here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank y'all. Merry Christmas. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
Fuck.